Now, many times, and you'll have seen it in your own life, in your own home or in your office or place of work, that when there's a problem, everybody wants to know about it. Everybody wants to tell everybody about it, and everybody has an opinion on it. But there's never often one person that steps up and says, let's find a way that we can fix this. Let's find a solution. All right, I am back, and in this video, I am going to share with you 4 things that I have been picking up working alongside 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs. Now, you might wonder, what has that got to do with me and my life, Kim? Well, I think it has everything to do with you and your life, because ultimately, I think that you're striving to be better in life, to have more financial freedom, to have more time, to have better health, better relationships. And whilst I'm not saying that everybody who earns 7 and 8 figures is all round happy, I don't believe money comes from happiness. I actually believe happiness creates money. And what I pick up when I'm around other entrepreneurs who are succeeding, I'm more interested not so much in their personality or what they're spending their money on, but more what they're thinking, more about their attitude, their mannerisms, how they're presenting themselves. And I want to share with you 4 things that I know you can also apply to your life today, this week, that can actually make huge shifts and gains in your life in all areas. The first one that I want to bring to your attention is when I'm around people that are really succeeding, there is one major characteristic that I've always noticed, and that is they are calm. They are relaxed. They almost operate with this ease. Now, a lot of us can say, well, is it really like that under the covers? But yes, I think it really is. When I look at people and I look at what they're doing, the decisions they're making, the conversations they're having, if something happens in business or in life, which it does, they approach it with a really calm attitude. They do not react, but they respond. So one thing I want you to implement into your life this week is, how can you be more calm? How can you go about your days in a more responsive manner instead of kind of reacting, instead of firefighting? So that's number 1. The second thing that I've really noticed from high-performing entrepreneurs is that they think about money very differently. In fact, they talk about money differently, they think about money differently, they think about themselves and money differently. And I always was very curious to this because, one, they had more money than me, and yet they spoke, thought, talked about money in such a different way. And one of the key things that I've noticed how they think about money differently is they are not letting money control them. Money becomes the servant, they become the master. And what I noticed, even when I had not much money around me, money was always the master. Money was what was helping me make my decisions. If I wanted something, I looked at the price tag. If I was wanting to go out and buy something, I would determine whether I would like it or not like it, want it or not get it or have it, based around price. And what I notice about high thriving entrepreneurs is they don't look at the price. Now, it's really easy for you and I to say, well, that's good for them. They've got the money to buy it. But isn't that exactly why we should be taking notice of how they think about money? They have the money to buy it. And I think too often people can kind of go, well, that's good for them. And it is good for them, but it can also be good for you. So I would challenge you today to think about, what is your thoughts around money? What does it make you feel? And then look at your actions this week in respect to that. Are you really going after what you really want? Are you holding back? Are you cutting back to get ahead? That's one thing my mentor always taught me, and it was one of the biggest things he taught me around money. He says, Kim, never reduce your lifestyle to meet your income. Bring your income up to match what you want your lifestyle to be. And of course, that all starts with decisions. And that was the third point that I've noticed with entrepreneurs. They make decisions fast. And what I also notice is they don't ask anybody else's opinion. If you watch a film or you look at somebody in your life who, you know, is a very successful person, watch them when they're making decisions. What I notice is they stop, they pause, they think, and then they decide. And then the next thing is usually action. So again, something that you can point out this week in what you're doing, are you making decisions first and foremost? Okay, that's the big one. A lot of us move things about, and that's really indecision. And when you're indecisive, do you know what happens? You're planting seeds of doubt, worry, which ultimately turn into fear. So whether you know it's the right decision or the wrong decision, my advice to you this week, just start making more decisions from yourself. Don't ask other people, and make them as fast as possible. The fourth point, and the last one I want to bring to your attention of what I've learned and how you can implement it, is 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs, they are always focused on solutions. That's so important for you to remember from this training. Because when you're focused on a solution, you can only but attract ideas that are going to help you in the solution process. Now, many times, and you'll have seen it in your own life, in your own home, or in your office or place of work, that when there's a problem, everybody wants to know about it. Everybody wants to tell everybody about it, and everybody has an opinion on it. But there's never often one person that steps up and says, let's find a way that we can fix this. Let's find a solution. How can we work this out? And I want you to be that person this week. I want you to be the person that actually steps up, and instead of in the chatter of the masses, you actually go, okay, we've been presented with a problem, which is giving us contrast, which is actually giving us clarity to what we don't want. This is a good thing. You see, you've got to learn to play the mental game. If I look at all of these 4 points that I've shared with you today, it's all mindset. They make decisions fast. They think and feel differently about money. They're solution focused. And they're getting ahead because they're focusing on what they want instead of what is currently there. So I want you to really go through these 4 points this week. Ask yourself, am I making decisions quickly? Is there a decision on my table right now that really needs answered? And just decide. Go within. You see, intuitively, you already know the right answer. The problem is you don't trust yourself. And that's where people who are succeeding at higher levels, they present themselves with a different attitude, with a different self-confidence. And this is something you can build. But it's all of these success habits really compounded over time that builds to the success. You're not going to get there overnight. But if you can implement these 3 to 4 simple things daily, compounded over time, you're going to have success. And it's success that will stick. Success that isn't just you get it one time and then you're fighting to get it. This is how it works. This is how I've seen other people do it. I've implemented it. My clients are implementing it. And there is no reason why you can't take these 4 points, implement them this week, and see dramatic changes in as short a time as 7, 12 days. So go put them into action and then come back and check out other videos that we're going to have here for you. I'm so grateful that you are here on our YouTube channel. Please make sure and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you love, and we'll bring more incredible content to you soon.